Thanks, April. Those of us who are fans of the U.S. Constitution are familiar with these words from its First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. Most state constitutions, including that of California, contain similar language. Now comes reporter Joel Kotkin, writing in the Orange County Register. He argues that his home state of California is now enshrining a new state religion into its laws. Kotkin names this new faith liberal secularism and offers examples as to how its orthodoxy is similar to other state religions around the world. The reporter sees California's brand of liberal secularism as being equally intolerant and dogmatic as those of Saudi Arabia, Iran, or the former Soviet Union. He notes that a bill now before the California legislature would prohibit religious educational institutions from discriminating on the basis of sexual orientation or sexual identity. If it passes, Roman Catholic seminaries there would be required to admit women. So far, the Vatican has not indicated it is considering that approach to solving shortages in the priesthood. Another bill under consideration carries the very Orwellian name California Climate Science Truth and Accountability Act of 2016. It would allow the state to prosecute any individual or corporation that has challenged the accepted orthodoxy on the existence or impact of climate change. So much for free expression, even in the scientific literature. We've come to realize that free speech, as envisioned by the First Amendment, no longer really exists on the campus of UC Berkeley. Now it seems that a highly authoritarian and liberal brand of progressivism is coming to every home and street corner in the Golden State. Cars registered in New Hampshire have their plates emblazoned with the state's motto, "Live free or die." Impressive. But what's the state of free speech at UNH? Rhode Island was formed by petitioners to the British Crown who sought to escape the tyranny of state-sponsored religious dogma. Have we come so far from those roots as to see our own future in the apparent Stepfordization of the bare flag state? George Orwell's famous novella Animal Farm was published in 1945 as a means of lampooning the move toward authoritarian government that he saw coming. The author was no proponent of such measures. In fact, he famously said, quote, "If large numbers of people are interested in freedom of speech, there will be freedom of speech, even if the law forbids it," unquote. So, are large numbers of Rhode Islanders willing to stand up for the rights of their neighbors to say things that sound stupid to them? Are we willing to once again argue points with which we disagree, rather than to simply jail those who make such disagreeable assertions? We will start to find out as early as this fall's election. #RememberInNovember. April?